here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna squeeze our lemon into here.
I'm putting on the goggles and getting science mode. And then over here we have ourselves some potassium iodide, which, yeah, please wear gloves, all that stuff, because this is actually very dangerous. Don't let it touch your skin. It's actually very reactive, or so I hear.
All right, let's give that a nice little stir in here. Your mind is gonna be blown, all right? We're gonna grab a little skewer here, and then I'm going to start on my masterpiece, because I am an artiste. Art takes time, ladies and gentlemen. I need a bit more time.
So first, I want to go ahead and add myself just some regular food dye because, well, we need it to look cool, and red is the best color. And now it kind of looks like blood. That's cool. Blood is cool factor, and red is the best color, guys. Comment down below what's the best color.
Now, you can actually see it immediately when I put this UV light onto the page. I want to show you one last trick just before I show you my little such drawing. We're gonna grab some of this washing soda, chuck a little bit into a cup, then grab some water, and you want to go about, I think that should be good. All right, and once we have that, we'll grab ourselves a little cotton bud right in the top here. We're just gonna swipe that across the top of that page. This is gonna make sure our secret message does not get lost in translation, all right? Once that's dried out, it's good to go.
All right, so we go ahead, pour this bad boy in. Ooh, very nice. Let's just mix this up real good. And then we go ahead and mix this in. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. Mix it in and, oh my God, look, it's exploding. I did Krakoa. Dude, look how cool this looks. And that's actual steam. Okay, this is very, very hot. No touchy.
Lastly, grab your UV torchlight. So, we're gonna switch up the lights. And now, meet my orange friend. Ooh, din din dun. But whatever Ethan is doing over there seems seriously messy, and I'm sure he's running your brain way more than whatever I did.
I can't lie, invisible ink was actually really cool, but mine was better, right?
Yours was basic. What? Your boy's in the lead. Not that hard given I've got all the IQ. However, I plan to keep it that way, because up next, we have fire.
I'm going to be setting myself on fire. Okay, not like that, guys. Pause. We're not actually cooking ourselves. I am going to set myself on fire, though, using my handy-dandy friend, hand sanitizer, which, if you didn't know, actually contains alcohol in all hand sanitizer, which also burns really, really easily. So I'm going to be scrubbing the lame from your brain and putting some epic in there because I'm going to use this to set my entire body on fire. I'm going to start with my hand first because I don't want to actually explode. So let's go ahead and just put a bunch of this down.
Now, I thought for a while, I had a teacher, shout out Mrs. Fatty, who made my school experience, or at least my science experience, really, really sick with this hot air balloon you guys can make at home. All you need are 2 straws, which we're gonna cut right down the middle in half. Once they're all opened up, we're gonna turn them from thin straws to thick straws by placing them inside each other just like that. Grab your other 2 straws and do the exact same thing to form a cross. This is the base of our hot air balloon. So we're gonna use some aluminum foil because once again, this stuff is light and so shiny. We wanna cut out a tiny square, maybe about that big. Stick it right on the bottom. I think that's gonna hold. Now, we need our fire! And then, of course, we need to do a little bit of birthday candles. Now, you might not know this, but it's actually Ethan's birthday today. So we're gonna be singing him happy birthday as he gets defeated. By destroying these candles first. We wanna cut them again so they are absolutely tiny. We're gonna light our flame, and you wanna be really careful here, guys. We're gonna melt the bottom of our candle. That's right, we're doing the opposite of what you would normally do. That wax will turn solid, holding our candle right in place. Now, we just gotta do that again 3 more times. Chop, hold that. Melt off the wax. Done. Check it right now over there. But if you think mine is cooler, I want you to leave a like on this video, or if you think Ethan's gonna win this round, leave a comment. I really hope I win.
Get ready for the magic to happen. I'm going to make myself into a real-life firebender. Let's go ahead and grab a match, and it's time for us to kill the lights. Light this bad boy up, and watch it go absolutely crazy. Dude, look at this. I am a firebender. Well, not quite yet. In 3, 2, 1, I am a firebender.
Next, we're gonna grab one of those classic grocery bags that you get at the supermarket. We're gonna tape each edge of our straw, and now we're gonna do that on each of the other sides. I have created flight! Well, not quite yet, but every great aircraft needs a name, so I shall name you the SS Green Pickle. Why you no fly? Just kidding. I know why it no fly, because we need fire, right? Hold the bag by the very top and light up that candle. Oh, this is so tricky. Just there, hold it. Ah! We're gonna lower it down really carefully. We don't want to lose our flame. And check it out. We're gonna see this thing going straight to the sky. You already see it. It's beginning to take off. All right, we now have flight. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ethan. Prepare to lose. Does anyone know how we're getting that back? Uh-oh, it's going, it's gone.
Easy C-tier.
What? C-tier, bro, I literally created a flight.
Okay, listen, you sung my happy birthday song, asking me to lose in the song. That's just toxic. And I literally bent fire like the Avatar.
I mean, yes, you lit yourself on fire, and that's probably the coolest thing a human can do.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, just this once.
Easy S-tier.
Apparently, fire hands are cooler. Well, I mean, they are cooler, but it doesn't matter because I'm about to make an excellent comeback. Or should I say, an egg-cellent comeback.
This is my friend's account. He told me all this legendary gear was earned just by idling. And this is MapleStory.
Luckily, we're not being rated on the jokes. Well, I might not be funny. You know what is? Eggs, because eggs are fragile. I shall use my mighty power to change these eggs from being crackable items to bouncy. Pew, 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 pew. Edit up. Give me some zaps out of my fingers. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm going to be doing something quite magical right now because I call this experiment the magical egg. As you can see, this doesn't fit in the jar. Like this doesn't fit in the dang jar. Now I just have egg smoothie. As you can see, it's just not going to work. So we need to make this go into the jar somehow, and that's exactly what this magical experiment's using. Fire! So first, we need to make this egg naked. Not in a weird way, I'm just gonna take the shell off.
All you need is a little bit of vinegar, which you can grab from the kitchen. And once you've done that, grab as many eggs as you want to turn bouncy and leave them to sink inside your vinegar for at least 24 hours. Now, you might notice Ethan's over there doing something else with eggs. I don't have 24 hours, but I've actually prepared something a little bit earlier. Is it cheating? Technically, there were no rules against it, and it's been here the entire time. This is what your egg looks like after it's been soaking in vinegar for 24 hours. Before, after. It completely loses its shell and gets all like bloop, 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 bloop. You can even, if you look close enough, see the yolk swimming around inside. It looks like a baby tadpole frog thing. Ugh. Now that I've thought about that, I am officially grossed out. But look at this, when you roll it, it like bubbles all over. And then you can even bounce it. Check that out. It's a bouncy egg, bro.
And he has no more clothes. So now we want to go ahead and grab our match. Is John bouncing eggs? That doesn't work. Wait, bounce.
We have ourselves a bouncy egg, which I can throw around, and it's perfectly fine. But the real question, will it survive the throw test? Should I do it? What do you think, guys? You want me to try it? All right, let's try it.
Now we're going to be doing a little bit of art class like Da Vinci. That's who painted the Mona Lisa. We're going to rip this one up, making some lovely papier-mâché and put it inside of our jar. And then we want to create like a little wick thing, you know, the thing at the top of the candle, a little fire. Yes, we have fire. And put this bad boy in there and chuck that one in there for some extra luck and okay. Okay, let's do it, but like a little more smart and brain usage occurring. Turns out yellow paper doesn't burn very well. Maybe because it's the color of the yolk and it just doesn't want to be burned. That's okay. I blow my nose every now and then, and I have tissue paper because, dude, I get a snotty nose sometimes. It's not my fault. All right, let's go ahead, chuck a bunch of that in, and light this bad boy up. There we go. Easy peasy. Burn, my friend, burn. Now it's time to put the egg on top.
Boom.
And make it suck the egg. Suck the power of suckage.
It's moving. It's moving.
Please! Yes! It's sucking! Big suck! Yes! We got an egg in a jar! Can't do it normally? Fire make it work! Science! I have no idea how that worked. I didn't even think it would work, but it did! I surely win this round, right?
So what did you think, Ethan?
I can't lie, you literally just made a bouncy ball that I could buy at Walmart for 20 cents.
But by that logic, you just put an egg in a jar, which I could also buy. I think you failed.
But it looked cool, right?
Using the power of science, Ethan is finally falling behind, which means I'm hopefully one step further away from being turned into a human experiment.
Ice is known to be freezing cold. Okay, yeah, let's get all of that ice out. But what if I told you that instead of just chucking it in the fridge and freezing it, you could actually make hot ice?
So we've got to use ice, but it's just frozen water, man. It's boring. We don't want to use ice, which is why I'm going to be using a bottle of water and dry ice. Dude, look at the crystal forming on that. This thing is like super cold ice.
You need to get yourself a giant beaker or just a regular measuring cup. This just looks way cooler in my opinion. And we're gonna pour 500 mils of our vinegar. You can grab this from just around your kitchen, and we need 2 teaspoons of baking soda or bicarb soda. This is what normally makes your cakes rise, guys, but instead, it's gonna make this vinegar rise. You ready? Boom. Check that out, dude. It looks like Bubble Bob. It's literally like an own little volcano. That is insane. Look at that. Once the fun bubbles have come down, we're going to begin heating it on the stove. So let me set this off. You can see our reaction is still going just a little bit. You want this to be fully calmed down before we pour it into here. Do you understand that I have Ethan to beat? Could you go any smaller?
So the first thing you want to do, cut a hole into your bottle, and then we're gonna go ahead and use some magical bubble soapy stuff. You can just use dish soap, and we're going to make magical hovering ice bubbles. First, I have to try and like,
Check it out. It literally looks just like water, except don't drink it. Now we're gonna slowly pour this into our pot. And you wanna make sure it's not boiling when it goes in here, or it's gonna be really